use Bell TPO, market profile, order flow and VSA indicators, the pro version, to make my decisions in the markets. And today I am going to do a video which will talk about all the settings I use in those softwares. So watch this video till the end. If you are looking to learn market profile, order flow and VSA and want to trade with these indicators, or you already have Bell TPO softwares and are looking for the best settings for those softwares, consider subscribing to my channel and ring the bell notification so that you don't miss an update whenever I post a new video. This video is all about Bell TPO settings. I will start from a blank workspace and I'll go on adding charts based on the system I use, that is the Dean Trading Framework. We will start with opening the NinjaTrader. Now NinjaTrader is a trading platform, and to plot the instrument of your choice you will require a data service. Let us start with it. I will first add a new chart, so I will go to NinjaTrader, click on new and chart. Then I will select the instrument that I want to plot. In this case it is Nifty, and I will start with the daily chart. So instead of type being minute, I will select day. The value will be 1 here. Number of days to plot depends on how long you want the data for. I typically use 3650 days, that is almost 10 years of data. In the trading hours, I will click here and type N. It will take me to the NSE template, and that is what we want. Then the chart style, I am selecting equi volume, where each candle will have a width proportionate to its volume, and then I will click OK. Now we have the daily chart. The next step is to load the VS indicator on it. I will click indicators. I will right click, select indicators, scroll down and select Bell VSA Pro. Double click on it. It will come down in the second window. Then in this settings window, let us see what we have to change. We will start with the VSA plot. I will say show VSA indicator, that is most important. We cannot plot VWAP on a daily chart yet. Bell TPO is working on plotting the monthly VWAP, so right now we won't do any changes here. We will go in the second volume plot. Here you will say show volume histogram. I don't like the volume profile numbers, it makes my chart a little bit cluttered, so I will deselect it, show volume profile numbers. The brick size I will select as 50 for Nifty, and I will clear the reason when we plot the market profile charts. TPO size and everything you don't have to change. Then you come to session period. Now since this is a daily chart, we are going to plot a monthly volume profile on it, and for that the session period we have to select as month. Then you go to the data collection type, and here you have to select day. If you leave it on minute, it will only plot volume profiles for the time which you have the intraday data for, and not for the previous time. So if you select day, then as long as you have the day data or daily chart data, you will get volume profiles. Alright, we will come to the volume histogram width, and I will make it 10. Nothing else have to change here. Then I'll come to HVN alert line. I don't use it, so deselect that. Come down, nothing to change here. Now we come to the plots for the VWAPs. Now as I said, we cannot plot VWAP on a daily chart, so I will select transparent color for these VWAPs so that they won't plot and disturb my chart. So I will select transparent for both, and then I will just click OK. Okay, very quickly the chart has plotted, and now we can see that we have monthly volume profiles. Many traders are not able to get the monthly volume profiles correctly. You follow the instructions in this segment and you will get the monthly volume profiles. Alright, so we have this nice VSA chart. You can see some candles are thick, some are very very thin. The reason is the volume on those candles, and you do not have to plot the volume at the bottom panel. Okay, so what I am plotting in the bottom panel, I will right click, select indicators. Now I am going to go to average true range indicator. I will double click it, and instead of 14-day period I will select 100, and I will click OK. Now I have this average true range indicator plotted below the daily chart, and it is showing me the value of 195 on something. Okay, I'll show you how it is important when we plot the market profile chart. Alright, now I will plot the same thing for Bank Nifty. Now instead of going through the whole process, you can use a simple shortcut. You just right click here and duplicate in new tab. Select that. What it will do is it will again plot the Nifty chart for you. Okay, the same way we plotted a moment earlier, but now we want it for Bank Nifty. So I'll go here, top left corner of the chart, and select Bank Nifty. Okay, now we have the bank nifty. The only change I have to make here is to go here, right click indicators, and here in the brick size I will select 175, and I will clear it in a bit why I am selecting 175. I will just click OK. The indicator will plot again. Okay, now we have a good looking volume spread analysis chart with the average 2 indicator below that. Alright, so this is how I set my daily charts. Now let us go to the market profile charts. Come down to the bottom left corner and click on this add new tab. You have to again select Nifty, but now we want to plot the market profile charts, and market profile charts are plotted on a 30-minute chart. So instead of day I will select minute, instead of 1 I will select 30. Same thing for the number of days, I will select here 50. Instead of just 5 days of intraday data, I want 50 days of intraday data. Then here I will again select N for NSE, select that trading hour template. I won't change anything here, I'll just keep it as candlestick, and then I will click OK. So a new chart is plotted here with the 30-minute candles. Alright. Now the next step is to apply the market profile indicator here. So right click indicators, and I will select Bell Market Profile Pro. Double click it. It comes in the second window. Lot size for Nifty is 75. TPO size I will keep it as 200. Volume histogram width I will increase slightly to let's say 10. Then I will come lower. I don't want to plot candles, so I will just ignore that. TPO I will keep selected. Volume profile I will say show. Show volume profile numbers. Once again, I don't want the chart to be cluttered, so I will deselect this. Show current session. This will show you the split version of the last day of trading. So it is important, I will keep it selected. I will go lower. Sessions you have to change nothing here. Value area. Now as if you are following me for a while, you know that I have stopped using value areas. So what I do here is I go here and select disabled. But if you want to plot the value area, you can select of two options. One is in a bracket format or across the session. It will plot 3 lines across the session for value area high, low and point of control. But I don't use it anymore, so I have just clicked on disabled. Value area calculation will be TPO, value area size will be 70. You go down, then you come to the TPO colors. Now many people want those multicolored profiles, and it's very good, then you have to change nothing here. But if you want a single colored profile like I prefer, what I will do is instead of different color, I will use same color. What it will do is it will use the color of the TPO1 as the color for the whole profile. So instead of silver, what I will do here is I'll type W, and now I can select white. So what will happen, this will plot my whole profile in white color. I go down, nothing I have to change here. I don't want HVN lines and all, I don't want anything here. Then you come here. Do you want a mid session line or half back line? I don't want that, so I have disabled that. Then you come lower. There is option to plot the left volume area. I will show you what left volume area is in the order flow chart, so I am not selecting it here. Do you want to show the bottom table? I don't want it on the market profile chart, so that is deselected. Go down, and there is this volume alert. It's already deselected by default, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's all the settings I will change here. You can watch this bit again and understand what exact settings I am using. Now I'll just click OK. Okay, now we have the market profile plot. We'll have to adjust the zoom settings on both X and Y axis, and now you have a nice market profile chart. This is what I was talking about. This shows the split version of the last day's profile. All right, so this is very important because this is real time. So whenever the day's trading is going on, this last end of the chart will continuously show you the split profile for that day. So you don't have to go and split and unsplit the last day's profile multiple times to understand what exactly is happening on the split profile. And sometimes it is easier to watch markets on this type of chart instead of this collapse profile. So this is a very good setting that is inbuilt with the Bell TPO Market Profile Pro. Alright, now what I will do is once again I want to plot same market profile charts for Bank Nifty. So instead of plotting it all over again, I will just right click, duplicate in new tab. Now what I have is a market profile chart for Nifty again, but now I want to plot it for Bank Nifty. Now this is a Bank Nifty market profile chart. I will right click here, I will go to indicators, and here I will change the lot size from 75 to 25 and the TPO size from 200 to 700. Now Nothing else you have to change, just click OK. And immediately you have a nice looking market profile chart for Bank Nifty. Now why did I select 700 for Bank Nifty and 200 for Nifty? Very simple. If you are aware of my method of setting the TPO size, what I do is I go to this daily chart, apply a average 2 range indicator with 100-day selection and just see the number here. It is 195. I directly use a rounded figure, that is, let's say 200 as the TPO size for Nifty, and for Bank Nifty it is 704. So I'll round it down to 700 and I'll use that. It is as simple as that. Alright, there is no rocket science to it. But this works with NSE where the tick size for all instruments is 0.05. When you go to commodity charts, things are a little bit different, and I'll make a separate video to show you how I set TPO size for commodity charts. Right now, we are talking about NSE exchange. We are talking about futures charts for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and all the stocks that you can plot on NSE exchange with a tick size of 0.05. You can use this method, simple method. I have made a separate video. I will link it below this video in the description, or you can check it in the card right here. You can check that video out. It discusses my TPO setting process in detail. Let us move on. Now that we have plotted both market profile charts and the daily VSA charts, it is time to plot the 5-minute VSA chart. So again, I'll go to the bottom left corner of my chart and I'll click on this plus sign, and I'll say open a chart in a new tab, and again I will select Nifty. Now this time I have to plot a 5-minute VSA chart, so I'll select this as minute only, but I'll make this 5, and again in the trading hours settings I will make it 10 for NSE, and days to load again I will select 50. Don't select too many days, because you cannot go back too many days for shorter time frames as your history. Then you can shift to daily chart and look what has happened in the past. But for market profile and VSA charts, I prefer to plot 50 days of past history. Alright, so we have that. Again, instead of candlestick, I will select equi volume. Just like we did on the daily charts, we are again plotting equi volume candles here, which means that the width of the candle will tell me what the volume is on that particular bar, whether it is higher or lower. Thicker the candle, more the volume; thinner the candle, less the volume. So let it plot. Okay, so we have a 5-minute equi volume chart. Now all we have to do is right click, indicators, go lower and select Bell VSA Pro again. Change nothing here. The only thing is I don't like these volume profile numbers. The brick size I will keep same as I have kept on the daily chart, 50. Don't change anything here. Session period has to be day, because this is an intraday chart. We are going to plot daily profiles instead of monthly profiles. So session period you have to keep as day, and data collection you have to keep as minute. Okay, don't mess with it. Volume, histogram width, I'll make it as 15 because I want it a little bit wider. There is no market profile here, so I prefer it a little bit wider. I don't want HVN lines to be plotted. Go down, change nothing here. PVWAP and VWAP, these both, if you go to the top, VWAP type, I select both. I want both the VWAPs. There is a little bit of difference in the calculation method. I don't want to go in depth with that. Just plot both and select a zone around those VWAPs. They most of the times match each other very closely. So you go back down, nothing to change here. On daily chart we made it transparent because we did not want to plot it. Here we will not do that. We'll plot them. We'll change nothing and just click OK. Okay, so we have a nice VSA chart, 5-minute chart with VWAPs, volume profile and VSA signals on equi volume candlestick chart. There is one more thing that we need to add to this particular chart, and that is the Bell Delta. So I'll right click, I'll go to indicators and I will select Bell Delta, double click it, and I have to change anything here? Don't change the color. Enable sound alert, I don't want sound alert, so I'll just disable that. Load history, yes. Delta type has to be cumulative, don't change that. Lot size you can change it to 75 for Nifty. Calculation method, don't change anything here or anywhere else. So just those initial changes and you'll click OK. So we have the delta indicator below the VSA chart now. It will start at 0 for every day and it will go on adding the delta values on each candle cumulatively till the end of the day. One more thing I do is I go to this pencil icon, I select that, then I select horizontal line. I come to this Bell Delta indicator and just click it here. So I have a horizontal line. Now I double click on that horizontal line, and now you can see I can go to data, and I will change this value to 0, and here I will select locked so that it does not change if I accidentally click on it, and just click OK. What it has done is it has plotted a 0 line for me. Now if you have been tracking my methods of trading, you know that the 0 line is important, and whenever delta crosses above or below the 0 line, it does signal some shift in sentiment in the market, or the control that is shifted from buyers to sellers and vice versa. So this is important. The 0 line you have to plot. Now we have the Nifty VSA chart plotted. The only thing that remains is to plot this for Bank Nifty, and all I have to do is right click, duplicate in a new tab. Now I have the same chart for Nifty. What I'll do, I'll just go here and select Bank Nifty. Okay, now I have the VSA chart for Bank Nifty with the corresponding cumulative delta plotted below that chart. Alright, the next step is to plot the order flow chart. That is the last piece of the puzzle for us. So what I do is, again, go to the bottom left, click this plus icon. It will show me to start a new chart. I will select Nifty, and I plot order flow chart on a 15-minute time frame. So I'll select minute and 15. Number of days to load, I will just keep 5, because since order flow tick data is not stored for more than 3 days, I don't want more number of days to be plotted here. So I'll just select 5. Trading hours, I will again type N for NSE, and I will again change this to equi volume, and I will select OK. Now we have a 5-day 15-minute chart with equi volume candles. All I have to do is right click, indicators. I have to select Bell Order Flow Pro, double click it. Now the lot size for Nifty obviously is 75. Brick size here, I will right now keep it as 25 only. And then we will see if we need to change that once we plot the chart. Then data collection type bid ask, don't change anything here. Bid ask volume imbalance is 3, that is important. Plot buy sell commitment. I don't like the COT value, the commitment of trade and all. I basically personally don't understand them very well, so I don't plot them. Display controls, plot grid lines. If you want to plot grid lines, you can plot them. Plot left area, yes, you have to select that. You have to plot the left area. Don't change anything else here. The bottom table, I don't want any other indicator than the session letter. So I'll just keep this session letter enabled, then I'll move lower. Don't change any of the colors. You come back down. Plot delta bars is very, very important, and instead of 100, I will just select 150 here. Okay, I'll show you what it means. You again go down. Don't change anything here and just click OK. Now we have a nice looking order flow chart. You can have your personal preference. We selected the brick size as 25. If I go to indicators and if I change it to 50, what will happen is the number of bricks will reduce, the data will be more easily readable. So I will select the same brick size as the VSA chart. Then I go to here bid ask, that is the order flow view type, and I will change it to bid ask histogram. What happens is it will start plotting histograms for buy and sell side. So here you can easily plot the high volume nodes or price levels where the volume was very, very high. Like here the number of contracts was high, 744, here it was 844. So you can plot this way, or you can select the bid ask imbalance type. Now here what happens, if the diagonal comparison tells me that the buyers are greater than 3 times the sellers, it will plot it as green, and if the sellers are greater than 3 times the buyers, it will plot it as red. So either you can use this view. I used to find this one useful earlier, but now I use bid ask histogram. So this gives me the order flow chart. All I have to do now is right click, duplicate in new tab, and now I have the same chart for Nifty. Again I will select Bank Nifty, and this has plotted it for Bank Nifty. Now we selected 175 as our brick size on VSA chart for Bank Nifty. I'll go here indicators, and here instead of 50 I will plot 175. Now again I have a nice looking order flow chart. Now let us go back and quickly check if we have set the brick sizes and TPO sizes correctly. Now we'll go to this Bank Nifty chart, right click indicators. Now here you can see the brick size is 50 and we have to change it to 175 for Bank Nifty. Alright, now again I have a good looking chart. Again I will come here. Here we did select the correct TPO size, that was of 700, and again in case of Bank Nifty here the brick size was 175. So for Nifty the TPO size is 200 and all the brick sizes are 1/4 of the TPO size, that is 50. For Bank Nifty, we are selecting the TPO size as 700 and it comes from the average 2 range indicator, and for all the brick sizes I am using it as 1/4, that is 175. That is why I was selecting that number. It was 1/4 of the TPO size that we have set on the market profile charts. This is how I set up my charts. These are the settings I use regularly. And if you want your charts to look like my charts, you have to use these settings. Now please understand, I am using the Bell Market Profile Pro indicator. There is an ultimate version which has a lot more bells and whistles. There is a scanner too, I believe. And if you want all those additional facilities or indicators and bells and whistles, you can go for that ultimate version. I personally don't use it, so I may not be the best person to help you out on that. And if at all you want to learn how to trade using those indicators, I have a complete course on market profile, order flow and VSA, and my own Dean trading framework, how I incorporate all these tools in my framework. I have a detailed course. You can check that course out in the link given below in the description. So I hope you like this detailed view of chart settings or whatever settings I am using right now. And if you like this, then just give thumbs up to this video if you want me to make similar videos in the future. And if you want to be updated of those videos, then consider subscribing to my channel. I'll appreciate that very much. And don't forget to ring the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I post a new video. So thank you for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.